Last time on Utopia Podcast, the party reconvened at the spring, forcibly or voluntarily. Morgus broke from his spell, and Livy, Sille, Godfrey, Morgus, and Maya all began speaking, while Zibba made friends with Susan, a Bigfoot she found locked in a cell with her in some sort of water-barriered cave. That is where we find the party.
The tunnel is longer than 30 feet, but it's like 30 feet to like the top of the rock. So where you could like get into the tunnel and start climbing up.
So there's like 30 feet ceiling, then a little tunnel up to a grate.
Yeah. It's probably like a foot by a foot, like a square.
All right, and there's nothing else in this cave?
Nope, just some food stores and this cage.
And some very angry sprites.
Well, they're in the water, but yes.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go back to Susan and report my findings.
Oh, yeah,
Susan. Hmm? I think my friends are up there, too. I saw them. We were... Well, we first got here, we're looking for some Bigfoots. I don't think we ever found them. But then we got to this tower, and there's people in front of it, and maybe they're the ones who brought us here. I don't know. You have a better idea of this little girl. I didn't see the little girl up there, though, I don't think. Was she?
Well, first off, I could tell you that you have met a Bigfoot.
What? Was it when I was unconscious?
At least two of them.
Two of them? Your husband just had to knock me out.
Well, you see, I'm a Bigfoot.
What?
And my husband
finally looked down at her feet.
They're huge.
Oh my gosh, they are big! I knew you were real. I knew it. All my friends said I was just making up stories, but I knew you were real. I knew it. I was right.
My husband is also a Bigfoot.
Oh, I'm so glad you found each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so great. I can't wait to tell them and be like, I was right and I knew it and I never gave up hope. Don't you worry, I never gave up hope. I knew you were real.
Pretty,
Wait.
If
you're a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Why are you trapped down here? This isn't a place for a Bigfoot.
I already told you.
Oh, we gotta get out of here. That's just not right, alright?
Well, do you have a plan?
Well, there's that hole, but I mean, I'm decent climbing, but I don't know about that. I mean, I might have something to like.
She just like holds out a hand like out of the bars for you to like step on to help hoist you up.
What, above the bars?
Like if you're still outside the bars, she's gonna hold out her hand as like a stepper so that you can get to the entrance and try and like grapple your way up. I'm not using proper words. Like
I gotta come with a better idea of what this thing. So, is the tunnel to the grate above the bars of the prison? Like, is the tunnel near a wall, or is it just like ceiling hole in the middle? Like, what would I grapple onto?
Yeah, it's just ceiling hole in the middle. It's like the middle of this, like.
Because I'm not Livy. I can't just like block upside down.
Yeah, you'd have to like.
What, the roots or anything?
Use your body to like press against the sides and like Spider-Man it.
So they're throwing me up 30 feet. How tall is this Bigfoot? I think I underestimated their height.
They're like 10 foot tall.
Oh my god.
And we're all right. And we're getting up 30 feet. Are they throwing me part of the way?
Here's what she's doing. She's putting her arms through the bars so you can use her hands as like steppers. And she can help lift you up to get to the top. But in terms of like how you're gonna shimmy your way through this sheer rock face that is a tunnel, that's up to Zibba's ingenuity.
Climb.
And I'll give you some time to think about it as we go back.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
The rest of the party.
We'll brainstorm with Susan here, all right? Try not to fangirl too much about them being a Bigfoot.
You keep talking about Erebus, and the more I think about it, the more it seems like maybe she's real. So tell me the story, please.
Okay. So we were sent here to investigate why people were missing, and then suddenly a bunch of lights went into the air, and we investigated one of them, and then a person named Erebus said they were looking for you, and that they were the lord of all they were the beginning of all vampires and whatever.
Red.
And I guess now they bit Godfrey and they're on their way to find you.
Huh. Well, I'm older than them, so I don't know how they can claim the title of mother of all vampires. But
Wait.
Anyway.
Wait. You are a vampire?
In a way. And she smiles and kind of shows some fangs.
Oh.
Oh?
I am just well, he looks very uncomfortable. Half, I guess.
Half. Never heard of that before.
Yeah. There's a whole ritual now, and if you stop before it finishes, you kind of end up half. Yes.
What do you eat?
Blue.
Oh, then you're one of mine.
What? Wait, what do you...
Yeah, there's... It's okay, we don't have to get into it. We're talking about Erebus and how they want to kill me or something.
We just know they want to find you. And they sent a lot of people, dangerous people, to find you, so I'm assuming it's something like that. Oh,
Who did they bring?
a troll? No, was it a troll? I'm having Edward's... A cyclops?
It's a bit larger than a troll.
Oh.
You asked what colour the lights were, I believe.
Yeah.
They were red.
Oh. Gross.
Morgus is kind of like side-eyeing Livy a bit with like one squinted eye and looking contemplative.
What?
Then looks back to Maya.
Well, good news is that gods can't enter other gods' domains. So should be okay.
Also,
You can just stay here.
two other things. One, I think our friend is in that cave, and we met one of your sisters.
What?
Or like cousins? The huntress goddess?
Oh, you met Galdi?
It seems like she was trapped. I think a lot of them might be trapped. So I don't know if they abandoned you more than they can't find you.
This is a lot to process.
Sorry.
It was a lot for us to process too, honestly. It's been a bit of a ride.
So, well, please, like I said, don't worry. Gods can't enter other gods' domains, so you're all safe here. You're welcome to stay as long as you'd like.
Maya, I think they've sent somebody after you. I don't think you're safe here, and I don't think you're safe in your other form. You said you're older than they are?
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to combat them in your other form? I don't think it's safe for you in any form but this right now.
I mean, my power is no different no matter what form I take. And a transformation happens once again in front of you all, as standing before you is a gray-haired, elderly-looking woman with a cane. In a long, colorful dress, her wings still on her back. You see, I am who I am, regardless of my age.
Livy raises his hand.
Yes.
Can you change forms depending on what type of love you experience? Like there's...
Yes.
His eyes sparkle and he takes out his notebook.
Why would somebody want someone like that dead?
I don't know. I was not kidding when I said I've been here for many years alone. I do not know what happened.
Why did you start taking townsfolk?
I was lonely. And they needed love.
Do you know that they have loved ones in town who are mourning, crushed?
Is that
We sat with them for a whole night.
not another form of love?
Those people think that they were left behind.
Surely they do not.
They think the Bigfoots killed them.
Well, that is not good. She changes back to her young adult form. Perhaps I've been selfish and a little bit foolish. I just... 100 years alone is a very long time.
Well, I can't visit you a lot, but I have a lot of questions for you. I would love to send you letters, if that's okay.
Can anyone's passive perception beat a 15?
Mine is 15.
Negative.
Godfrey, you feel...
I may still be suffering from exhaustion, though.
That's okay. Because you feel a heaviness fall across your face. And as the rest of the party's occupied having this conversation with Maya, you look around, and across the clearing you see a black wolf, very large. And behind it there seems to be these motes of black moving in the shadows. Bright orange eyes shining. They're just sitting on the edge of the woods, watching. I know you've all said that. Well, I believe you that something's happening, that you met them. But like I said, gods can't enter other gods' domains, and this is my domain, and it has been.
Godfrey puts a hand on her shoulder and then just looks in that direction.
Her gaze follows yours. Well, I guess you were 100% correct.
Please help us get our friend
But
out.
they can't get in. What friend?
He points to the cave.
You mean the half-orc girl
Yes, please.
with the head injury?
I'm very concerned about her, and I think she might do something.
Or the Bigfoot?
Both.
They have work, but I'm
Maya,
also...
you left our friend down there with a head injury?
Oh, I think it was okay. I don't really know, actually.
Please help.
I know she's not that bright,
I'm
but that's pretty
responsible
rude.
for her safety.
Okay, fine. You see her like bend down and get face to face with the sprites and just like clicking and buzzing and making the same noise. And slowly the sprites begin to recede. And as they recede from the surface, they kind of Moses a path down through. And Zibba, you hear rushing water as you stand on Susan's feet trying to climb up into this tunnel. As you look over and the water from the opening of the cave kind of begins to disappear.
Livy immediately starts screaming.
Susan, now's our chance. Susan.
Livy, like, Dee.
Hi, I'm down here. We're coming. Susan, I really think you could just open the door. I think we're fine.
Should we try together?
Yeah, I don't want to leave down here. I can't even, if we get up that tunnel, I'm gonna have to come back for you anyways. Like, let's just go
Okay.
together.
Ready?
Yeah, I'll help too.
1, a 2, a 3.
God damn it.
Barely contributes.
That one.
Am I injured in this?
I don't know. Give me your roll.
Oh god. Not 20.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck!
We have two ends of the spectrums here. What happened?
Nothing bad happens. You just pull it open.
I told you I was strong, Susan.
Yeah, Livy just runs down and is like,
How old are
what
you?"
the fuck?
I have a question. This is important before we keep going. What form is this goddess in right now?
She's like,
Child or young adult?
young adult.
All right. How large, roughly?
Like a normal, like medium humanoid. Like, I imagine her actually like kind of short, like 5'3", 5'4", like my height. Not like super. Yeah.
All right. That's what I needed.
Okay. We're actually going to go back to you, Zibba. You see this water recede. You see all of your friends staring off at the distance across the way.
Except Livy, who like ran down
Looking
and
a
is just
little
like, what the fuck?
concerned.
Because we come out of this like little like ledge, right, and the water's moved because the nasty little spirit things. You talk to them. So is she just like leaning over the edge down at us?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and like, there's no like real way to get out. It's just like straight up over.
Yeah, you
Is it
have to
still
like
how big's this cave opening?
the cave opening is about halfway down the pillar of land in the center of the spring, so you have to like climb down, walk across, and then climb up the other side.
All right, but it's doable. I'm still gonna throw tiny bits of food at the sprites as I walk by, though.
They just keep poking it and throwing it like into the water, but as they throw it, it's like ooh, and it like goes really fast through the water, and then like
At this
flips
point, it's
down.
kind of amusing to see it how far I can get him to like go after it and stab it.
As you and Susan make your way up, the water slowly begins to fill in behind you.
And like we're on the center aisle, right? Is everyone else still on like this side?
On the side, yep.
Yeah.
Give me an
All right.
athletics check as you try to climb up this other side. It's pretty deep. It's like 50 feet deep.
Yeah, I knew that was bound to happen. I had it too good for too long. That's a nat 1. I had it too good for too long.
At least you can admit that.
It's time.
You like
The world is at balance, you know.
you go to climb and you grab a rock and it just like is muddy and it just like slides out and you like
I'm concussed, probably. Let's consider this, all right? Highly likely I'm concussed.
Actually, when I was playing for you in session, I like rolled a con save to see if you would be knocked out, and you failed.
So I'm definitely concussed. All right, so on top of being concussed, how do these rocks injure me?
They don't injure you, you just fall. And you're gonna have to. You can't just try to climb again. You're gonna either need assistance or like use a tool of some kind.
Does Susan pick me up? Does she take pity?
She picks you up, but she, even with her height and like lifting you up as far as she can over her head, let me double check that she can do that. That's an 8. She struggles.
We're both struggling. We're struggle busting
Should
hardcore
we
right now. You know, we're in
help-
this together, me and
Help
Susan.
them.
But what do I even have? I have rope. That's not gonna be helpful. I have a hand axe.
Livy,
Can I just use a
Livy
hand
will
axe
start
and, like,
walking because he also
pick
has
my
a
way
rope.
up?
Are you like
Are you
Dampier
on the other
walking
side?
down
Or are you?
down the wall?
I was gonna offer my rope so she could climb.
Mm-hmm. What are you tethering it to?
Huh.
Got me and a big.
That's a good question. Are there any rocks?
There aren't any rocks. The tree line around the outside of the spring is only like 10 feet from the edge of where the water
I'll
starts.
try that.
So if you have enough rope, okay. So you have 50 feet of rope. That means you have 40 feet hanging down.
I'm just laying on the rocks while you're doing this. Like, I think I need a second. Everything's spinning a little bit. It's making them a bit hard
it's
to
okay.
grab.
We'll look at your head when you get back. Just hold on 1 second.
All right, thanks, Edward. That's on purpose, by the way.
Who the fuck is that again?
If I'm concussed, I might get your name wrong.
Cool. Livy ties the rope to the tree, lowers it down, and Zibba, you are lifted by Susan a little bit so you can grab the bottom and you can like walk yourself up. And Susan follows. Livy, can you give me a sleight of hand check to see how well you tie the knot of the rope to the tree?
Well, good golly, I'll sure see. I'll try. 6.
This episode.
Godfrey, you see
We are
the rope
thwarted.
not slipping as Zibba and Susan are trying to climb up.
Oh, I don't see it. I want to sit on the rope, though.
Give me a second, concussion. I don't need it for myself.
Did you just let it be?
Sit on it. Sit on it.
Sit on it.
Godfrey's out of it.
Sit
I don't
on
blame
it.
him.
Why did Livy turn into Potsy?
Who the fuck is Poxy?
I can't. I'm hanging up. You know what? I said it and I fucking knew what I was asking for.
Are they pot? Are they like that
I'm really
Pokemon?
smart enough not to question.
A cat?
Son, I'll tell you about it some other time.
It's a warm-up conversation.
Godfrey, you see the rope slipping. Do you alert it to anyone or do anything about it?
Yeah, he'll still keeping his eyes on the orange eyes from the shadows. He's going to run up to it and try to grab and re-secure it in some way.
Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Well, if he has to, he's going to take out one of the... let me make sure I actually have that. Yeah, he's going to slip out one of the daggers he has in his, like, shoe and try to stab it into place as well.
Oh, that seems great.
To help hold. So sleight of hand? 22.
Oh yeah, you're able to retie it. Zibba, you feel like a chunk as like you get like a little bit more rope, but then it's pretty secure. As you and Susan
My
climb
sports
the rest
career
of the
lives
way
to
up.
see another day.
What is the party's reaction to seeing Zibba with a Bigfoot?
Livy's a little bit too focused on her head.
Nothing.
Is it okay? Is there a bump?
Hey, how quickly do I notice this young woman?
You tell me.
I don't know. Probably not, with my perception of a concussion.
Yeah. You found your friends. Livy rushes over and begins to help you with your head.
Oh, hi.
Livy.
I know your name. I know. Yeah, Livy. How's it going? I've met Susan. Susan's a Bigfoot. I was right. They do have big feet.
There's more than one?
You know what? She just showed me. She didn't even hide me. Like you guys. What? You saw the other one? I didn't even get to see him. I was knocked out. How? That's not fair. I'm going to get injured and you get to see him first?
Well, you saw
Hi,
Susan
I'm
first.
Susan.
Yeah, this is Susan. This is my friend Susan. We shared apples.
Very nice.
Hi, Susan. Do you maybe have a partner?
Yeah, Simon.
Yeah, and have you seen a small little girl around here? I gotta teach her a lesson. You know, treated my friend Susan here not very nicely. And she needs to be talked to.
That's her. She can look like a little girl and a young woman and an old woman.
Maya's just staring at the dire wolf across the entirety of the screen.
Things are a little...
I'm gonna walk up to her and be like, hey, you!
Didi, things are a little bit tense right now. Do you remember that, why we ran in the first place?
What day is
the tower? Do you remember the tower?
I would say you do remember Erebus at the tower and Godfrey telling you and Morgus to walk away. And you remember the smell of baked goods in the woods.
We weren't running away. We were running towards
that person in the tower is coming here.
Though I had to eat my own food anyways.
That person at the tower is coming here.
Person what? Are they bringing the baked goods? Like, I didn't even get a snack.
No, that's
I didn't eat my
Erebus,
own
remember
snacks.
them? That was the bad one.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. Morgus.
Can you write this down?
We need to focus. Be ready. Get your weapon drawn. Maya, what is keeping them from coming closer?
Me.
You.
Why?
Hey, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Here, let me explain. Anchor has all the tools to allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Whenever hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. And best of all, Anchor's totally free. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
And as you are looking at her, looking for answers, you see like the jaw clench as the staring in wonder, almost as if there's no way this could exist, changes into anger.
Maya, I don't think these people here are safe. And if you say you love them, I think we need to get them out of here before whatever this is gets worse. Will you let me get some of them to safety?
They ruin everything I try to build, to do.
Livy will very
And then they leave me here.
hesitantly pat her shoulder. I'm sorry.
She yells, "Why did you leave me here?" And then Direwolf just starts pacing.
Do you want to talk about what happened?
Why is she so angry? She wasn't in a cell.
Take them. And as she says, take them, you all kind of feel this like, whew, as everyone, all of the people around you and in the center, just those anime stars recede from their eyes and they look around. Murmurs raise. They all remember, same as Morgus, they remember the feeling of love. But they now are able to leave.
Morgus is gonna raise his hand, and as that goes out across the group, Morgus is gonna funnel a little bit of that firebolt energy into his hand just to produce a little bit of that white and gold fire. And he'll just kind of look around. Everyone here, follow us. We'll take you to safety. We'll take you back to your loved ones. Back home. But you need to remember, you were taken out of love. Maya needs your love now. Remember that. Follow us. And he'll look at Sille. I think this is our opportunity.
She holds her hand up as well to sort of motion for people to come forward if they will.
It's getting pretty difficult for Sille to see as night really begins to fall. The light of Morgus's contained fireball energy in his hand really being the guide. But you make yourself known as you raise that hand and start motioning. And the sprites seem to fall in line and stones, they hover stones above the water. So those in the center can cross safely. It takes a few minutes, but they're able to gather near you all.
In this, Sille kind of steps down towards the rocks and helps people up from the bank.
Does anyone notice Susan?
They kind of seem like they're in some kind of shock, but they look up and kind of take a few steps away, leaving a wide berth around her.
Sad. I'm going to try holding Susan's hand and be like, don't worry, Susan, they just haven't met you yet.
Thank you, Zibba. Maybe she'll hold your hand.
Oh.
Aww.
Have you seen Simon?
Oh. That was that large gentleman that carried me here, yes?
I suppose so.
Big hands.
Looks like me.
Horseflies.
Oh no. Did he
Afraid
have
so.
mats again?
I mean, hard to say when you're being rushed through a forest at that speed, at that height, but I did hear buzzing.
He's not so good at taking care of his coat.
I think certainly needs the Mrs. Touch. I don't remember which direction he'd
They
gone
can
in.
do that with magic now.
He did seem well, though. Beautiful piece of jewelry. Was that a wedding gift?
No. Maya? May I go? You sense this new fear and sadness in Susan's voice. Maya looks over. You want to leave me too?
Susan, were you kept by that?
In a way.
Maya. And she looks sternly at her.
Don't do that. She wants us to be loved. Don't do that.
She can't enslave people for love.
She's a child. She's not
Is
a child.
she now?
She represents many kinds of love. I experienced something you didn't.
There's
Don't
no
be that
love
hard
that
on her.
involves chains and bonds.
I mean,
There is if it's extreme.
actually, never mind.
Love borders on obsession. Don't do that to Maya, Sille.
Let her go, Maya. Let Simon go.
Okay.
Maya, I know you pulled these people out here just to be loved. I know that you have a lot of love to give. And we're going to try to keep these people safe. For them, but also for you.
She comes
However-
over. She'll take your hands, Morgus, if you let her.
Yeah, I'll have one of them kind of containing that fire just sort of peter out a little bit.
Don't let them forget me, okay?
No. At the very least, I won't. Still got that little gold ring in your braids, I assume.
She puts her hand through her hair. I think you all should go now.
He'll kind of tighten his grip a little bit.
We're coming back.
The bracelet on Susan's wrist falls to the ground. The magic energy kind of falls away.
We're coming back here, and we're going to help you.
Don't.
You keep their love in your heart, and they'll keep your love in theirs. I know I will.
Keep an eye on that one. And she looks toward Godfrey and will release your hands.
Kept an eye on me, so I'll keep an eye on him. And he'll kind of funnel a little bit of that fire again.
Susan turns to Zibba. Thank you so much for getting me out of there. It's a kindness I hope that someday I can bestow upon you. Hopefully you're not in any bad situations, but I owe you a favor.
Well, if I ever run you back in synth crap, you can come to family dinner. I don't know if I'll ever be back there or if they want me back, though. But I'm sure they'd let you come nonetheless.
They want you back. Desperate.
I'll keep an eye out.
Write me about your travels.
She heads into the woods. The people start to kind of grow a little restless. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
As Godfrey leaves, he'll just go by Maya and say, I'm sorry.
Sille starts guiding the people away if we're heading in that direction.
Livy will stop.
Away from the water's edge.
Maya, I know you said, but I have so many questions, and I've never met anyone like me. Please, is it okay if I come back? Please.
You can pray to whomever you want. And sometimes those prayers are answered.
You see. Thank you. I hope we can leave as friends.
Sure.
Thank you.
Now go.
Okay. And then he'll go.
Thank you, Maya.
You all take one look back and you see just drool, slobber hanging from the mouth of this direwolf, and the two front teeth seem to be sharpened to points a little sharper than the rest. You make your way out, following Morgus's fire in hand.
Godfrey will just silently hope, beyond all hope, that maybe Galdi could come and help. Help whisk Maya away to safety. As much as he can. It's maybe just a fleeting thought.
Someone give me a survival check. Whomever is leading this group.
Weirdly, I think Morgus is part of
Oh.
It's gonna be fun.
No.
Nice. We're going to do
I didn't
great.
say I was the right one to lead it, but I am.
We go in a circle and we're right
Bye,
back
Maya.
with
If
Maya
someone's
again.
proficient, you can help.
Oops.
If anyone's proficient in survival, you can help.
I am!
I am not proficient in survival. I was just leading this.
I'm proficient in
man.
survival.
You
Okay,
can roll,
advantage?
or you can let
Whoa!
Daniel roll again, whichever you prefer.
I feel like your modifier is higher if you're proficient.
It's a whole +1.
Mine's a whole +2.
So do you want to roll again? I'm like,
Unless you
helping
wanna
Morgus.
roll.
I'm like, I know I was unconscious for most of this, but you look a little confused, more so than me. Like,
Okay.
do you need help?
That's 15 total.
Okay. Zibba, like,
Takes you a while.
roll in her.
Getting the concussed person to help you.
What does this look like as Zibba helps Morgus lead the charge?
I think Morgus is so focused on what just happened and thinking about Maya and just trying to funnel as much energy to give to Maya as he can, that he's in no way thinking about leading the party.
I think I'm not really I've been unconscious for most of this. Then I was like chilling, having a good little like cafe date with Susan in the prison. So like, I don't think I realized kind of like the down mood everyone's in. Also, I'm just really out of it. So I'll probably just go up to Morgus and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? You look a little confused. You know where we're going?" I mean, I was unconscious the first time, but I feel like this doesn't look like a path. This might be a deer path.
Sure. You think we should go that way? Okay.
Well, yeah, I think we should maybe go over that direction.
Yeah,
it looks like it opens up a bit more.
Let's give that a try.
Right.
It's okay. Your vision's not as good as mine in the dark. I get it. I get it.
My vision is I am a dwarf. Why does he just fucking find in the dark?
No,
Excuse
but like
me.
your vision's down here and my vision's up here.
Oh. Morgus' foot as he's stepping just like gives a little kick toward her shin, but it's
I nailed that on a rock earlier. Ow.
You make it through the woods.
As this has been going on, I think Livy has been telling Godfrey as much as has been also helping make sure Godfrey doesn't fall in his face, and has been gently telling him about Dampier shit just in case he becomes a Dampier. Like what to expect, stuff like that.
Godfrey just kind of walks quietly along.
He's really just babbling.
You slowly begin to see reddish orange, yellowish light moving in the sky. You hear the crackles of fire, and it becomes hard to stop this group of people from running. As they run past you, Morgus, you all break through the tree line and you just see a city in ruins and a cyclops just club in hand pounding on a building. Where is she?
Sille draws her sword and starts running.
Morgus is going to funnel more energy into that fire in my hand, and I'm going to be moving and readying a firebolt to launch at the Cyclops.
Livy places Godfrey down by a tree and like, it's okay. Just rest. And he joins them.
No,
Yeah,
Godfrey will follow.
we're running towards the city.
All right. Let's roll for initiative.
For
real this time.
For realsies.
Livy
Yes.
has the highest initiative.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
As you all run towards the Cyclops, seems to be just like on the north side of town, just stomping on things, pounding things, everything except for the lying woodpecker seems to just be and ruins. You run past the Myceria fountains toppled over, the water spilled out onto the rocks. Mixing it up, having already been burned, that whole block is just gone. And the smelting pot seems to be getting the brunt of what is happening here.
Oi!
Where is she?
You're not finding her. Fuck off.
What are you doing?
I will use Bane on this motherfucker.
Sweet. Wisdom?
Charisma, actually.
19.
What the fuck? He saves.
No more foolery. All right. Anything else?
There are a lot of buildings, right?
Yeah.
Are all of them on fire?
It's just difficult terrain at this point. It's just moving through rubble to get to them.
Livy is going to climb up vampire style as high as he can to get a better angle.
Cool. You just walk right up a bunch of rubble and stand at the top of what used to be a home. As we go to Zibba.
I know there's a Cyclops, but I feel like it would be more Zibba to actually look for people first and see if anyone needs help getting like out of wreckage or away from the terrorizing Cyclops.
Yeah, you pass a bunch of people just like hurt and leaving town and just kind of running the opposite direction as you go. But give me an investigation check as you get to this point.
Obviously looking for people who are incapable of leaving themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a 13.
Yeah, I would say you find like a pet. You're able to kind of see it has a broken leg and kind of pull it out of the rubble and put it aside. You also find like a woman who has a boulder stuck on her arm, and you are able to lift it up if you'd want, or whatever you'd like to do in that scenario.
Yeah. I'm doing whatever I can to just get people out of there.
Yeah, give me an athletics check.
Oh, jeez, that just like went flying at me. It's like this roll has to count. 16 plus 6, 22.
Yeah, you lift it up. She grabs her arm. Thank you. And runs away. Any movement? You want to take any of your movement? That's action, bonus action.
If I see that the majority of people are cleared out and out of the way, I would like to rage and start running towards the Cyclops.
Yeah, you can't tell just from looking if there are people stuck inside, but you don't see people waiting around or just hanging out in this part of town. And it is difficult terrain, so your movement will be halved.
All right. That is my last rage. Because I don't think the unconsciousness count as a long rest, did it?
No.
Wow. Been a long day, guys.
Wow.
That's probably the biggest understatement of this day.
So I can only move 15 feet.
It's been a long day.
Like 2 days.
All right, that's to Morgus.
Okay, I believe that I am exactly 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think Morgus, he's got that sort of fire in his hand, and it's going to shift and sort of dissipate, but then his eyes are going to glow very, very brightly. One blue, one white, with these gold sparks coming off of them. And using my my feature, his voice is going to get very, very deep, and he's just going to lift up one of his hands and pull it down in the air and say, "Grovel," on this guy. I'm using my command ability once per day, and I want a wisdom saving throw, please. DC 14 from this guy.
Right. Yeah. Your wish is my command. That's a 16 on the die, but let me see. 14.
Beats it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Then Morgus's eyes just kind of like flicker for a little bit, and he kind of cocks his head, and he's like, well, that's new. And then he's going to move his little sparkly butt, if I can get to the right thing here. I'm going to move to my right, and back, like right about there, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, like, try to move back and away as I'm going to shuffle, try to get out of this thing's potential range. So that's my turn.
Great. The Cyclops is gonna move towards you all. Where is she, boss said? Fine girl. And that is its turn. As we go to Sille.
Man, I'm so fucking tired. I'm out of spells. Sille is gonna take her movement and run 30 feet sort of towards, but diagonal.
Halved for difficult terrain.
Oh.
Unless you want to dash.
Yeah, I will dash.
Okay.
I will do that. And then I'm going to hang out there because I can't do anything else.
Beautiful. And Godfrey.
Godfrey runs perpendicular to Sille, so advancing forward straight towards the Cyclops. Are there homes or
Oh yeah, you're
rubble
moving through rubble the whole
around
time.
him? Does he see anyone, hear
Give
anyone?
me an investigation check.
Investigation. Uh-oh. 5.
Nope.
Okay. With each step, he seems to be filled then with more and more resolve as he just fills up with hate, just seeing this creature. And it's a bit out of range, but he pulls out one of his remaining darts and he tries to chuck it at its eyeball.
Disadvantage, but you can try.
Yep. Nope, natural one.
You fumble and drop it on your foot. Roll your damage.
5.
Jeez. That is it. Thank you so much for listening. Follow us on all the socials. You'll see some changes happening around our social media, our Patreon. Some new, exciting things in the works. And it will make it even better if we can get to our now year-long goal of reaching $100 in revenue a month on the Patreon, which would mean that the podcast breaks even. Means that we can then
take any dollars past that, invest it back into the podcast, into work, into content creation. So we really, really appreciate any help or support y'all can throw our way. Intro and outro by Nolan Glock. Everything else by myself and the cast. Have a great day.